Hello everyone, it's Destiny. So today we're gonna do the quick and easy crab croquettes. It's a recipe that you could do simple any day of the week. I'm gonna show you how to do it, and it's gonna take us maybe a total of 15-20 minutes. So our first step is that we're gonna saute some red peppers and onion in a pan in some butter on the stove. So first you're gonna need about 2 tablespoons of butter. You're gonna put that directly into your pan. Let it melt down a little bit. So in like all of my recipes, I don't like a lot of onion, so I don't use a lot of onion. I just use half of a small onion, yellow onion. I diced it up very small. And then for the red pepper, I use 1/4 of a small red pepper. So let your butter melt down like this. You're gonna add all of your onions and your red pepper. So our goal is to get this to cook down so it won't be crunchy in our crab croquettes. You still want that flavor, but I don't like mine to have a whole bite of an onion or a pepper. So I'm gonna cook it down. Our heat is gonna be on medium. Turn it down to medium. So while these are sauteing, add a little salt and pepper. So when you guys are cooking, don't be afraid to add seasoning. There's nothing worse than a bland dish. So then just saute this down. It's only gonna take a few minutes. So our next step, we're gonna add that sauteed onion and pepper to a bowl. Get a big enough sized bowl where you can mix everything comfortably together. So what I like to do, my goal today is do like a creamy crab croquette. I like to add everything before I add the crab meat, because you want the crab meat to kind of still have the texture and the fullness. If you mix everything with the crab meat, it's gonna shred it, and you don't want shredded crab meat. You want those pieces. So I added the onions and peppers. To make it kind of creamy, we are gonna have to use mayo. So right here I have 3 tablespoons of mayo, which I am just going to add into a bowl. The same bowl with our peppers and our onions. So give that a mix. Next, we're gonna add a teaspoon of parsley flakes, or you can use fresh parsley. So we added our parsley. Then next you're gonna need half a teaspoon of black pepper, and then lastly a half a teaspoon of salt. So with this, you're gonna get everything a mix together. Then we're gonna add our crab meat. So I have right here is clawed crab meat. You could get it at ShopRite, Stop and Shop. They have them in the can next to the seafood department. Or you could use fresh crab. Just boil your crab legs and take out the meat and then put it into your mixture. This is about 16 ounces of crab meat. So once you just put everything into your mixture, just like that. This is the point where you don't want to overmix at all. Just gently give it a turn. You just want all of that seasoning and then the mayo to get into every piece of the crab meat. Come a little bit closer. Show everybody exactly how it should look. You see that there's still pieces of crab meat. And again, this is the claw crab meat. You get the 16-ounce can at ShopRite, Stop and Shop. Just like that. So next, we're gonna need a binder. You don't want the crab croquettes or your balls falling all apart. So you're gonna take 1 egg, just beat it up. Do not beat your egg into your mixture because that's gonna break up your crab meat pieces. Again, you want them to kind of stay whole. So the key is to beat it up before you put it into your mixture. Just like that. Add it to your mixture. And then we're gonna gently fold the egg into the crab. Again, do not over mix. Just try to be real gentle. Just like that. Okay, next we're gonna form our balls. So when I was actually doing a test run to make one of our balls, I felt like it was a little too loose or creamy. So what I did is I added a little breadcrumbs to my mixture because I want the ball to really to be formed as a ball. So I added some breadcrumbs. I added 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs to kind of make sure that it really stays together or bind it. Some people, they like to lay out their mixture and actually freeze it overnight, and then you could do your flour, your egg wash, and then your breadcrumb. But since we're gonna do a quick recipe, add some breadcrumbs to your mixture. So we're gonna get started. I like to use an ice cream scooper because we want to really get the form of a ball. Just about this size, like that. So lay out your order in which way you're gonna actually put the ball into the mixture because it's much easier. So you're gonna go into your flour first. And what I did is I seasoned my flour with a little salt and pepper and a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. So we're gonna add our ball to our flour. Make sure that you coat it pretty well. You don't wanna overcoat it. And again, our flour has salt, pepper, and Old Bay seasoning in it. Go from your flour to your egg wash. We need to make sure that our breadcrumbs stay on our ball, and then right into the breadcrumbs, just like that. And there we have it. We're gonna repeat until the whole mixture is gone, okay? You can use gloves to do this. I like to work with my hands, but you'll see me washing my hands a lot because it's gonna get messy. So next we're gonna deep fry our crab croquettes. That's our last step. I have my oil heating at 365. I use a deep fryer. I'm gonna try to do as many crab croquettes as I can. So I did use the big basket. I'm just gonna drop them right into the basket. Try to be gentle, not to break your balls, just like that. This is going to be good. So I put about 9, and then we're gonna drop it into the oil. Just like that. So in the meantime, have maybe a plate or a pan with some paper towel, because when they're done frying, you're gonna put them onto the paper towel so it could absorb the grease, just like this. I'm gonna have you. We just want the coat to be a golden brown. I would say it's gonna go just a few minutes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Make sure not to burn, because the breadcrumbs do fry pretty quickly. I like to just give my basket a little shake to make sure that it's evenly being fried. Oh my goodness, look at these. They are so beautiful. Let the oil drain for a few minutes. But you want the color to look like this. Just like this. And we're gonna place all of these onto a plate or a pan that has paper towel so it could absorb any remaining oil. And then we're gonna fry up our next batch, and then we're gonna be pretty much done. We got our second batch going. Again, it's gonna fry up, get golden very, very quick. Anytime you put breadcrumbs or any type of meat, seafood, it's gonna fry up pretty quick, get brown quick. It's only gonna take a few minutes. So here's our finished product. We have some crab croquettes, and we have a dipping sauce. So what I did today, because I'm a little pressed for time, I didn't make my homemade seafood dipping sauce, but they did have a really great one at ShopRite. It's let me show you guys, a horseradish seafood dipping sauce. It has all the ingredients that I would have put in my homemade. It tastes really, really good. Or you could just use a simple tartar sauce. What you'll do is add a little bit of mayo and some relish, sweet relish, and that's your tartar sauce. I just want you guys to see the inside. It's gonna be so creamy, and me and my daughter already tasted it, and it tastes so good. And I hope you guys enjoy. Just let me know. Don't forget to subscribe.